Here we go.
I grew up on Dusty Rhodes with the bionic elbow. I ain't never caught one from France.
Man, you silly, dog. You silly. I'm like, what the hell you going with this wrestling terminal? Man,
Wemby threw that thing, didn't it?
All right, so here we go. Before I even go to any pictures or anything of that nature, let me just say this.
Yeah.
When playing basketball, for me, especially when you play down low, the worst type of guys to play against would always be those long, wiry guys. Don't have much like I guess muscle mass on them. Whatever, it's just like skin and bones. You know, athletic but skin and bones. But I call them sharp angles because their elbows are seemingly sharper than anybody else's elbows. You know, so you don't want to get hit by one of those. I was always conscious of one of those big guys doing this right here. Nas Reed, you should have seen that, dog. And Wemby, you got to know that you 7'5", you right there at people's faces. So whether he meant to hit him in the throat area or not, he should have known that if I do this, I'm gonna hit somebody because these sharp elbows, they're long. The wingspan of his elbows is crazy. So should he have been ejected? You know, that's up for discussion. But at the end of the day, dog.
That's what we here
What you
for.
think? Should he have
let me go back to your original point first. I was the opposite of you, Chico. I would rather get caught with a Wemby elbow in his sharpness because it's a little cut, a little black eye. Then you remember like when Ron Artest hit Harden with that elbow and Cade his damn skull is like. See, like you don't want no Anthony Mason elbow over Wemby. Give me the pointed elbow over the blunt force trauma to the head. Hey, that's a matter of taste. You know, that's how you want to eat. You eat down low, like we said. We good. I will say this. Did Wemby throw that elbow? Yes. Did he throw it like maliciously to hurt somebody? No. It was like out of frustration. Get up off me. Because they have been getting physical with him as they should. They've been sending a physical double team at him as they should. And it was a moment of frustration. I do agree with the ejection in the game to keep this series clean or cleaner. I also support the no suspension or fine because one thing you have to look at, you have to not only look at what a player did, you have to look at the history of what they do.
Mm-hmm.
This man has so not ever been in no trouble. He's sitting on the bench asking his teammate, hey, what that mean?
Right.
He said, his teammate like, you got to go. He used to go well. You ejected. Me? I got to leave the game.
I'm gone?
Yeah.
For that?
I don't know I don't know the bad rules. I ain't never done nothing bad before.
Yeah. He's like, damn. He's like one of those kids come to the principal's office, like, damn, I got where that at? And then there's other kids like you that be like, go to the principal's office and you can head up, you won't ask no question, you know exactly where to go.
Let me tell you something. I got called to the principal's office. It's because I left my lunch money at the grill. Chico got called to the principal's office. He take all his shit with him. He get his books in because he know he ain't coming back. Because he know what he did. He know what he did on the bus. And he know around 10 a.m. it was going to reach the principal. So he already ready to go. Wemby was like me on the bench, like, man, I ain't what they talking about. I ain't done nothing. Just help on this basketball.
That was one of those moments where your auntie or grandma say, bless his heart. Bless his heart.
Wemby didn't know. So, Chico, do you support the ejection and support the lack of suspension? Because that would have been major for the playoffs now.
Yeah, see, if just like this chat saying, if that would have been Draymond, you know, police would have been called. They would have stopped the game. They would have escorted him out of the building in handcuffs.
Yeah,
and
he got history. He got history.
But with Wemby doing it, you know, even the players on the other team didn't react like they would if it was somebody else. You know, they held him like they were like, hold up, Wemby, like, did you know what you just did? Like, hold down, like, you know what I'm saying? It was like somebody doing it that you really like, you know, doing something, and you know that they didn't do it, like you said, maliciously or intent to hurt somebody, you know. So,
but Chico, you raised the excellent point about knowing who you are and where you are and how you stack up on the court. I know it's not Sunday night, but let me give you a story time with Uncle Chico. Chico, I was down in Baton Rouge and I was in college at a party.
Shout out to BR.
And the party was packed. And somebody kept bumping me. And I said to myself, if I get bumped like this one more time, I'm turning around and I'm swinging on the mofo. I turned around, Chico, and I'm every bit of 6 foot at the time. And I'm looking at a son bitch ass the height of my shoulders. And I looked up and it was Shaquille O'Neal. And I didn't swing, Chico.
Of course you did.
I said, my bad.
My bad, Big Jack.
Babe, my bad for putting my shoulders on your ass. Like, my bad. Like, I'm wrong.
Did you say my bad after you kept rubbing it on him again?
I turned around, he felt the energy and turned around. I was like, hey, Chico, watch the face, because you can't hear the music now. Hear what you do. You turn around like So Wemby, like Shaq, Wemby ain't a wow. His ass is other people's shoulders, you know. Like he was swinging the elbow to create some space, you know.
The chat said you was. The chat said you were shimmying into Shaq's shoulder on purpose.
I got the chat up. The chat ain't saying shit. The chat ain't saying shit like that. Chico said that, which is why folks with Mo, when I get the damn song, I'm gonna bump the hell out of it in its entirety because it's shit like this. I'm shimmying in the jackass. That's why the Q's want to fight you right now. Shit like that. I'm talking about the chat said. He didn't know I had to chat up today, y'all. I'm talking about the chat said. Who said it, Chico? Who you go loud? Did Daddy say
it went by too fast. Oh my God. That was so funny just imagining that. Anyway.
True story, man. That shit happened. True story. Chico.
Unc said last show, man, you got me crying. Y'all got me crying in here.
Here's the good news, Chico.
Hey, go to the website. Also, go to unclechico.myshopify.com. That's right. If you're doing numbers where you are, racks don't lie. Go get you some.
No, racks don't lie.
Racks don't lie.
Denise Smith, go check her out at DeniseSmithInsurance.com. That's Denise Smith, the typical spelling, insurance.com. You got to protect what matters most, Chico. That's your home, that's your health, that's your auto, that's your boat, that's your family, that's your finances. Protect what matters most. Denise Smith will help you do that. All you got to do is call up at 303-343-3515 or hit her up on the World Wide Web at DeniseSmithInsurance.com. Speaking of calming, the Boulder Broker, which we call the beautiful Boulder Broker, right there at Baseline and 30th, I think it is. Either way, the boulderbroker.com. Make your reservations, call them on the phone. And when you check in, let them know Uncle Neely sent you. You're getting 20% off your stay. Don't try to pull it on the way out after somebody done told you about it. You got to do it on the way in. Everything is done on the approach, not the exit. So step to them right, let them know Unc sent you. They're going to take 20% off.
Boom, 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 ba-dum. Da-dum, boom, ba-dum. Da-dum, boom, da-dum. Thank y'all for coming out, man.
Wake up, Captain, drop a super chat now. Morning run, go dumb, funniest in town. If you ain't sub yet, sit your ass down. If you ain't sub yet, sit your ass down. Hey, runner.